This is Nick Nielsen, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and what I'm going to do today here is a challenge workout. This is celebrating my 48th birthday, which is today, October 7th. I am going to deadlift 480 pounds for 48 reps in 48 minutes. So I'm going to be doing this every minute on the minute style, where I've got my timer set for 47 minutes. Every time that timer hits 0 on the next minute, I'm going to do a rep. So not only does this help to count to keep things even in terms of rest periods, but that way I don't have to keep track of how many reps I'm doing. Once the timer hits 0, I do one more rep and I'm done. So I'm not constantly trying to figure out if I did too many or not enough, because it's a very high number. So what I'm going to do here is use my crotch stuffer deadlift technique, where I have the belt and I have a towel stuffed in the front of the belt to basically mimic having a big, basically power lifter's bloated gut, for lack of a better way to phrase it. This gives you much better leverage for not only protecting your lower back, but bracing your core as you're doing a heavy deadlift. So I find this really saves my back and actually adds at least 30 to 50 pounds onto my deadlift. So that's the technique I'm going to use. 48 reps, 48 minutes, 480 pounds. We'll see what happens. I'll see you on the other side. So, mission accomplished. 48 reps, 480 pounds in 48/47 minutes. Now, what I've found with this is that for the first 30 or so reps, 20 to 30 or so reps, my pace and speed on the lift were pretty consistent. As I was starting to get towards the end, especially during the last 10 reps, it would kind of fluctuate a little bit. One rep I would be fast, the next rep it would be a bit of a grind. Now, it never got to the point where I was really grinding out a rep. Even that last rep was a little slow, but it wasn't necessarily a grind. What I found with this, and probably what would be the limiting factor, is basically drive, nervous system drive, potentially lower back endurance, strength/endurance, because after 48 reps of doing this, you're going to accumulate some fatigue in the specific structures that are being worked here. So clearly lower back is worked a lot when you do deadlifts. So probably for me, if I were to do a few more reps, I could probably finish out maybe another 10, and then I would start to get into the point where my form wouldn't be looking good and I'd have to cut it anyways. So that is 48 reps, 480 pounds, 48 minutes. Happy birthday to me. Yes, this is how I celebrate my